Hello crafty friends, and welcome to another video. I'm Adrienne Bosey of Alice Scraps Wonderland. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Today I'll take you through how I created this project for Renabouquets. All the products will be listed in my blog, which you can find linked in the description box below. Today I also want to talk about thinking outside of the box when creating mixed media projects. You don't always have to use chipboard or canvas. For this project, I'll be altering a carved wood heart decor piece. This piece is already painted white, so I'll be jumping right into adding color with distress sprays. While you watch that, let's talk about getting outside of the box with your projects. A surface that isn't flat can present some additional challenges. It will require some extra planning and dry fitting on your part, but I think that you'll really enjoy the end product so much more. It's not just the surface that can present extra challenges, but the layers themselves. In this case, I create a pretty gravity-defying project, as you'll see later when I begin to assemble the embellishments on top. It's gravity-defying in the sense that it is very open and there aren't very many things holding up the different layers. This too requires more planning and dry fitting, but can also create projects that are truly unique and eye-catching. The one thing I want to say about creating the background is to just be mindful about how much liquids you are adding to a carved wood piece such as this. The wood is pressed MDF, and you don't want to add too many wet mediums or dry those mediums with a heat tool for too long, as this could warp the piece. I selected 2 sizes of lacy heart chipboard frames and layered on distress spray stain, drying between the layers. I also created some distress watercolor paper backgrounds with the same sprays as the carved wood piece. I'll be die cutting these later. For a subtle softening of the colors on the carved wood piece, I dry brushed white gesso over the top. Distressed products are water reactive, so place some gesso on your work surface to dip your brush into to avoid contaminating your pot of gesso. Now that the watercolor backgrounds are dry, I die cut leaves from spellbinders. I use mint tape to help hold the dies in place, which allows me to maximize my background and avoid shifting during cutting. I just purchased the Spellbinders Glimmer platform, and I wanted to add a little iridescent foil to the project. Once you get one of these machines, you'll literally want to foil all of the things. I chose this sentiment and foiled it onto white cardstock, running it through my Platinum 6 machine. I then cut the sentiment out with the coordinating die. Then cut additional layers, gluing them together to create a sturdier sentiment piece. An acrylic stamp block is handy for weighing down your layers for perfect adhesion. I added some of that same iridescent foil to the chipboard lacy hearts. I started by applying smart glue to the hearts with a brush. Once dry, the glue is still tacky, allowing you to press and rub the foil on. Before beginning to assemble the embellishments on the large wood heart, I shaped all of my die cut leaves with some shaping tools. I also prepared the lace by cutting a length off, trimming off the top and separating out the flowers. I then added the top cut-off portion of the lace to the underside of the chipboard hearts using liquid adhesive. When I begin to assemble the elements on the large wood heart, you'll see that I go through a lot of dry fitting to see exactly where things should be placed. It also allows me to discern if I need to add foam adhesive under any flowers to help keep everything level for the first chipboard heart that is placed on top. Once I'm sure of placement, it is then that I begin to add heavy body gel to glue things in place. As I go along, I tuck in lace flowers and die cut leaves. To glue down the larger chipboard heart, I add heavy body gel on top of some of the flowers in the first layer and then press the chipboard into the adhesive. The next layer will help hold up the smaller chipboard heart as well as hold one of the butterflies I add at the end. I continue dry fitting before gluing things in place to make sure everything is in the right spot and to keep everything as level and sturdy as possible. Before adding on the smaller heart, I want to build out some of that first layer for a more luscious look. The reason for this is I don't want to accidentally knock the smaller heart off while working. I also add a cluster of flowers to the top right that will hold the main butterfly. Once all the flowers are in place, I add some foam adhesive to the back of the foiled sentiment and place it onto the smaller chipboard heart. I then glue down the smaller butterflies, holding off on the chipboard heart until after the next step. Next, I apply glitter glass to the edges of the flower petals using glossy accents. This adhesive from Ranger dries clear and does a great job of holding glitter glass in place. Once the excess glitter glass has been tapped off, I adhere the smaller chipboard heart and the main butterfly to the piece. The final step is adding a few pink gems to the piece for additional sparkle. And that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this project and that it inspires you to get out of the box and create something that is unique and beautiful. Until next time, happy crafting!